Hey guys, it's 𝘮𝘮𝘀. Welcome back to the channel. Hi, welcome if you're new. My name is 𝘮𝘮. I make some sort of content on the channel, and today we are back with another current household update. I hope that short intro was easy to read and follow, and I just wanted to, update you guys on what you've missed without having to do a whole 15 minutes of me talking. But I hope you were able to follow along and know where we are in the story. We are starting the video with Malachi today. Mal is currently at the bar with the friend, and he is just thinking about a lot that's been going on. And as you can see, he got a haircut for a couple reasons, but he needed a new haircut. It's been a minute. It was super long. Some things are going on or will be going on soon, and he needs to look his best. So I gave him that classic old Malachi look. I think this is like his first look, like when we first met him, and he's looking dashing. But it's about almost 1 p.m. Mal is going to order another rum and coke, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the afternoon is a little early to be drinking, but that's me. I know that some people, that's their thing, but it's early for Malachi for sure. Malachi usually grabs like a nice little, at night, a little wine and heads to bed, but this is a little bit early for him. But he's here with Grayson. Grayson is one of our neighbors. I don't know if I forgot if I've introduced you guys, but Grayson is one of the people that lives in our neighborhood. Really nice guy, really chill. And Mal is just here grabbing a couple drinks with him. A lot of things are going on, so he just wanted to get some friendly advice and just vent to a friend. We now know that Juliet had been having an affair with Josh, and Mal, he got over it, the best way that he could. They talked about it. They resolved it. From Juliet's perspective, she has told Mal that it was nothing serious, and he believed her, and it was more like a escape basically from just having a baby and everything, getting married. And she explained that things were just going a little bit too fast, and they just got caught up in old feelings. And Malachi listened, and he understood, and he was like, okay, great. Not great, but thanks for letting me know. And they talked about it, and she apologized, and she recommitted to her family, and Mal believes her. The only problem is he told her his proposition was that, Josh would be completely cut out of their lives. Juliet was okay with that. She was, she's like, it hurts, but if that's what will make you happy, I'll do it. It was heartbreaking because, it's like 10 plus years of friendship that you throw away basically. And, plus more, those feelings that they have for each other plus more. So it was hard, but Mal's just explaining this all to Grayson, and Grayson's like, wow, man, that's crazy. And, they're just talking about it. Mal loves his family. I don't know if I feel like I tell you guys this, but Mal, he knew what his goals were in life and everything, and he thought Juliet was on that type of level thing, and it just wasn't. It didn't work out that way. So that's why he's still fighting for her and still willing to forget it all, because they do have a young son, and Mal has grown up in a household where everything has been solid, been connected. So he didn't want to see his family break up. And they just got married. I have made like a time skip between the wedding and now. I'm putting like a 5-year thing in, a 5-year gap, because Leo aged up, and I think he's like 5-6 years old now, and they've been married for a while, and besides the affair, everything else was great. There was really no problems, so he wasn't gonna make the affair. I know it's crazy to say, but he wasn't gonna let that destroy his family. But then Juliet just found out that she's pregnant after a couple weeks later, and it just sucks for Mal. And Mal's just telling Grayson like she wants to go see him, and obviously it's his kid, so I can't step in between that, because it's between them, but it's also between me and her in a way, because she is my wife, and it's just a lot is being said. And Grayson is like, wow, man, it seems like you really love her and you're willing to fight for your family. And it's like, yeah, man, things were great. When we first met, I knew she was the one, and for this to happen, it's just crazy. But I had a lot of comments say Malachi really needs to get rid of her, and she needs to go away, and I can completely understand. But from Mal's point of view, he's not willing to start the whole dating thing again, and what's your favorite color and all of that. He's not willing to do all that, and so he has a family now, and he doesn't want to lose that. I know it sounds crazy, but he's a really traditional guy, and he he believes in staying together through the thick and thin and everything. So I personally would have been like out of there. I would have been gone. But Malachi really loves her. If we go to their sentiments, their love is a little bit low. We go to their sentiments, he feels betrayed, the infidelity, he's hurt, he's furious about the cheating. They share so many similarities and hobbies and things that just align with each other. And he doesn't think there's anyone else out there to complete that, find that in another person. So that's my best explanation to why Mal is staying for so long. There was at one point like a furious moment where he was like, damn, like I really do want to leave her. He's a loyal sim and he believes in cherishing relationships and avoiding lying and cheating, but at the same time it was just like, I love her. But at one point he did want to leave, but he looked at his son and he's like, oh my God, like I can't have my son not having, her in her life. He really couldn't think about having his son without a mom, around. And he loves his mother, his own mother. And he knows how important a mother figure is to have, because his mom is, so influential and everything, like a great person, caring, kind, hardworking. And Juliet has those values as well. And he wants his son to grow up around those traits, and inherit those traits. And he just wants to have a whole family. So it's conflicting, but at the same time, it's simple. He could just ignore. He can simply just ignore that she did this and move on. And that's what he's doing. He is hurt. There is a sense of like insecurity. Like, what does he have that I didn't have? And those were the thoughts that was going through his mind at one point. I asked her about it, and her best explanation was it was exciting and we were very mundane. Like, her marriage was very mundane and routine, and we just did the same thing every day. We woke up, we took care of Leo. You went for your jog, or I went for my jog. My book club, went to work, you went to work, I went to work. It was just getting boring. And she was just reflecting back on her younger days, I guess, and how she was working really hard on her PhD and all of her academic things, and she didn't really get to experience a lot of excitement, basically, and Josh really brought that back to her, and it was just exciting and new, and it was something to experience. I guess that was a good enough explanation from her to him, and he's like, okay, because come on, look at Mal. There really is nothing bad about Mal. You know what I mean? He's a very simple guy. He knows what he wants. He's beautiful. So he just had a little bit of doubts about that, but I think we're just gonna come and give Grayson a hug and say, thank you for listening, man. And I think they basically Grayson just told him, follow your heart and do what you think is best and what's gonna make you happy, man. And I know you love her, but if this happens again, man, like you know right then and there she doesn't really care. And they all know Juliet, like his wife and her are good friends, and it was all a surprise. This happened at Leo's party, so Mal was shouting and yelling, and it was a lot of back and forth. Josh was yelling, Juliet was yelling, so a lot of people were at this party and they heard this all go down, but they never got the full story, so it was a moment in time. So Grayson he feels better now knowing that his friend could come to him and say, this has been going on and everything. So yeah, but he's like, listen, man, I'm gonna head home, I'm getting tired, those drinks are getting to me. And Mal's like, I'll see you. But Mal is just, he was feeling chatty and he got to vent about everything. And I also forgot that he's going through a little bit of a midlife crisis. Mal is now in his 40s, you guys. So like 44. And because, a couple years has gone by. It says Malachi's feeling bored and wants more out of life. Things are just blah right now. So, maybe the affair had something to trigger that. I think so. Whenever it pops up, I'll go with it and we'll see what happens. But tomorrow they are supposed to meet Josh, and together, her, Mal, and just explain everything and move from there and tell Josh he's potentially going to be a dad if he wants to be in the baby's life. And I don't know what he's going to say. Juliet and Josh are not on the best terms, so we'll see. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow when we meet Josh again. It is the next day and we are here with Mal and Juliet. They have convinced Josh to fly out and meet them at their local park. He's waiting outside, waiting on them, sitting. Juliet right now is really trying to convince Malachi to just let her, walk out there and talk to him alone if she feels like it's going to be overwhelming for him if they're both, if they're both there at the same time. Like she's trying to say, like, can you just wait down like the block or something, or, and he's like, hell no. And he's like, heck no, Juliet, I don't trust you. Simple as that. He's like, if I'll just wait like at a lamppost, like a couple of feet away, but I need to see you and see what's going on. So but they have headed outside and they're gonna walk over together and they can see Josh, and she's, oh my god, she's feeling flirty. Please ignore that. She did not consume any alcoholic beverages as a pregnant woman. Mal's like, I'll just wait here, and she's like, okay. And she's walking over, and I really don't want her to be flirty right now. I think she's excited. She hasn't really seen him in a long time, so it's her best friend, or used to be best friend anyways. And I don't know how they would greet right now. Would she try to go in for a hug? I don't know. Let's see. Like, will he accept it? Will he not? And I guess he is. He did. So, oh, I can't imagine Mal's reaction right now. Oh my god. He's like, you know what? Maybe I'll just go a little bit closer. Y'all are getting too close for me. I really don't think it's appropriate for her to be flirty right now, but I just want to take it away because I don't think it's appropriate. They just hugged and she's like, hi. And he's like, hey, how are you? Oh my gosh. Juliet, stop. I guess Mal had a reason to really need to be here today because they're still looking at each other with googly eyes and all of that. And no, guys, stop. They have no shame, but she's like, do you want to sit? And he's like, yeah, again, I don't even want to look at that. He asked to feel the baby. This is not how I expected this to go, but I guess maybe he's like, you sure you're supposed to be out here in this cold? And you know, he's like, you're pregnant. And he's like, that was quick. You guys made up quick, I guess. And she's like, yeah, but she's like, I'm getting ahead of myself, and I'm sorry. Thank you for meeting with us, and I hope the plane ride over was okay. And I know it was short notice, but just thank you for making the time. And he's like, yeah, Jules, it sounded urgent. You all right? Everything okay? And you know, how's everything after? And she's like, it's okay. I just we obviously got some news. And he's like, news? What do you mean? And she's just like, maybe health, but then it's about health. And I was feeling sick for a couple days, and I took a test, and I learned that I was pregnant. And he's like, yeah, I could see, Jules. And what about it? And you know, it's kind of clicking to him. He's like, whoa, like what? He's like, the dates are, you know, the timeline, and he's feeling empathetic and compassion. He's like, whoa, Jules, you know, are you telling me it's mine? And I think she's just gonna share the big news. Obviously, he knows, and tell Josh that he's the father. And oh, he seems excited. He's like, he's like, Jules, are you serious? We were so careful. Oh my god. Well, that wasn't taken well. Josh's lover says Josh is the father of their child. This is not a serious relationship. A pregnancy was not intended. And Josh doesn't know what to do about it. It's like, Jules, he's speechless. He's like, really? Did you do this and that? And she's like, Josh, yeah, it's not Mal's. I guess we weren't careful. And oh my god, how does she feel? News badly received from disclosing parenthood. Juliet's lover reacted poorly to being told that they are the other parent for Juliet's latest child. Wow. They're like talking. It's getting a little bit loud, and I think Malachi is gonna come over, and he's just like, everything all right? Oh, the bitterness is being fueled. I don't think he would sit, but I think he would come over to Juliet's side, and I think he's just gonna say to Josh, I don't know how anything's gonna be taken right now, but he's emotional support, and say I think he's just going to talk about family and say, it sounds like you guys are getting a little tense over here, but you know, we didn't want to leave you out of this. It's your kid. I know it's not what you expect, but it's yours. It's yours. And Malachi really doesn't want to be talking to Josh, but oh my gosh, Josh is like, listen. Josh is like, you guys wanted me out of your lives. You didn't want me to be around. And he's like, Malachi's like, of course I don't want you around. You were hooking up with my wife behind my back, and oh my gosh. And Juliet's just like, Mal, like, it's okay. And you know, it's like, oh my gosh. And they're just going at it, and she's just like, Josh, I care about you. You're my friend. You are still my friend, and I know this is a hard time and not something you were expecting, but it's the truth. It is the truth, and I didn't want to keep it from you. You had a right to know. You can let me know when you make up your mind about if you want to be in the baby's life, but I'm having the baby, and me and Mal will raise a child alone if that's what you want. But This is really an intense moment. It's so awkward. It's so everything, right? And Josh is just, I think he's just overwhelmed with everything. I don't think he wanted a child right now, and he just lost his friend and all that. So much is happening, and I just think he's overwhelmed, and he's just like, listen, Jules, I need to think about this. I'll have an answer for you as soon as I can, or whatever, but I gotta go. He's obviously still bitter about everything, and so he wants to leave. This was so intense to talk about. They're good friends again, I guess. He just probably just gonna go to another bench or something, but something happened. I think they're on respectable terms now or something of the sort, and he has to leave. He needs to think about all this, and that was a lot. Mal is over here still bitter, and he's just like, and she's getting closer, and she's like, well, that wasn't too bad, I guess. She's like, thank you. I think she's just gonna say, I know that was a lot, and thank you for being as respectable as you can, I guess, towards him. And I know it's hard, but we had to do it. Well, we'll just have to wait for what he has to say tomorrow, I guess. This is crazy, but it is about 4 a.m. in the morning, and Josh cannot sleep. He just can't believe the news of everything. He can't sleep, so he is at Malachi and Juliet's house in the middle of the night, and he just has more questions. We're just gonna go from there. He just has so much on his mind, and he's not going to be able to sleep without talking to them. They are in the foyer all together, and Malachi is just like, what's up? You all right? Weren't expecting you. It's 4 a.m., man. Everything good? I was just like, I just had to come talk to you guys. And he's like, all right. And Juliet's like, yeah, is everything okay? He is going to ask for proof, basically. Like, are you guys, are you sure? He just cannot believe it, right? Because they really took as many precautions as possible. And she's like, Josh, why would I lie? I'm telling you the truth. Like, it's yours. But he's just like, oh, wow. He's just like, wow, reality just hit him in the face just like that. It says relief. Josh really hoped not to be the father of this child, and reality. Wait, what? To not be the father of this child, and reality went his way. But he is the father. I'm confused, but I'm taking it as he saw the proof. He has a peace of mind, and in the back of his mind, he was probably just like, they're trying to like play with me or something. I don't know. But he's like, okay, I'm gonna do what I need to do, Juliet, But he's just like, I was scared, and this is a lot. So he's gonna ask about the pregnancy and say, well, how is everything? And how do you feel? And she's like, I'm in my 3rd trimester. I'm good. I don't have any, I just hope they're healthy, Josh, and all of that. And Malachi over here is like, he's just, just listening to this all, but wow, that's crazy. This is a weird dynamic. It's 5 a.m. and they're over here laughing and about a baby that they're gonna have together. And Mal, he's confident. He's happy they're getting along, I guess, in a way. It's obviously gonna take time for everything, but the Sims could really do this. He would probably like have his arm around her, just saying, well, thanks for stopping by, Josh. It's still pretty late, or too early. And so I think Josh is getting the message, like, right, you guys are still married. And I think Juliet's just gonna, she has to really use the bathroom, but she's like, well, good night, Josh, and everything. And Josh is taking a moment to just say, I'm sorry for getting up on you this morning, but that was a lot to take in. And Mal's like, yeah, it can be shocking news. Josh is gonna go in for a handshake and say, well, thank you for everything. And I think Josh is just saying, I hope we can be as civil as possible for the baby, and just know that what me and her have had was in the past, and I know I didn't respect your relationship then, but I do now. And if you want to put up boundaries, I completely understand. And I was like, yeah, that makes me happy to hear. Yeah, we'll talk more, and have a good night. And he's like, yeah, have a good night too, man. They're not on the best of best of terms, but they have a mutual understanding now. Like, Josh isn't going anywhere. Malachi has made peace with that. He's so forgiving. Oh my gosh, he's so forgiving. But Josh isn't gonna just not take care of his responsibilities. So yeah, that was crazy. That was a lot. I hope I explained everything well. That was hard to narrate and everything. It's still early in the morning and Josh he can't believe everything that's happened in the past 24 hours, basically. In some way, he's happy to have his best friend back, and he's happy to be on good terms with Mal, I guess. You know, terms, they're on something. They're moving in a better direction than they were before. It's gonna take a long time to forgive and forget all that bitterness. They're gonna work on it. They're all gonna work as a team. And hopefully it can all be worked out, and we'll see what the years bring. I think I'm gonna end it right here, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll update you guys on more to come. I do a lot of posts on my Twitter. Please go check that out if you want to see what's been going on in game. But thank you again for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one.